Oh, good morning, everyone. How you doing today? Happy Sunday. We are going to get into the backlog unboxing. So what's backlog unboxing? Backlog unboxing is basically I have a stack of things that I've collected, that I've purchased. I know what they all are. I don't know what they all are. I kind of forgot over the past few weeks, but essentially I have a bunch of boxes here and I thought it would be cool to kind of stack them up and then do like a little live and hang out with you guys, open them up, see what I got, the reasons why I got those things. And so that's why we are here to do that. Well, I know we had some people back earlier on this morning. I don't know if you guys are still here. We have Flash that came in early. Station Man, thanks for coming in. And then we had JT chilling. I think some families coming back in here in a little bit. So I'm glad. Hope you're doing well. And maybe we'll catch you later on. So yeah, we had some people in there. James, what's going on, dude? Thanks for coming in. Give me a mic check, man. Give me a mic check. How we sounding? How we looking? Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate your support, as always. You're really, really cool dude. I appreciate it. Hope you got your coffee ready. So we're going to start with a little tiny bit of show and tell. Let me get my coffee on. Matthew 166, what's going on? I appreciate you watching the videos and everything and leaving your comments and stuff. That means a lot. Appreciate the engagement. Awesome. Sounds good. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go into a little bit of show and tell before we get into the unboxings. I just have one thing to show off. Kind of two, but they're the same thing. So my brother-in-law kind of got me on board with this Kickstarter. I wish I would have got in early. I got in after the Kickstarter ended. And this is for the Marvel United games. I don't know if anyone's seen these or has played these yet, but really this is the base pack, right? And it has like your main Avengers on here with Red Skull and Ultron and Taskmaster as the villain, but you have your main Avengers people on here, and it's essentially like a card board game with figures on it. Let me see if I can get this. Let me turn this light off for a second. So you have the different figures, right, on the one side over here. And they each have cards with abilities, and then the villains have cards and abilities, and you set the game up and you take turns. It's like a dice rolling game. It's pretty cool. And this is like the base pack. And now they make tons of expansion packs for it. And so I bought this one on Amazon. I didn't get it part of the Kickstarter. I wish I really would have, because the deal that they gave was insane compared to like aftermarket. So I got this one on Amazon and I've been waiting. I have like a price check for all the other expansions. And I went ahead. Inja, what's going on? Oh, we're just doing a random unboxing. We're doing that. So I picked up Marvel Unlimited, the base pack, and then I found the X-Men one went on sale, and I went ahead and grabbed that one. So I have this X-Men one as well. It's the X-Men characters, and so it comes with all those other figures. Get out of the glare if I can. So we have Juggernaut and Sabretooth, Mystique, Magneto, and then we have our X-Men team on there too. So they each have their individual cards. You can mix and match the whole set. Like you can put the different villains against different people. And yeah, it's really, really cool. They have like a Guardian set. Oh my God, they have so many more things. They have like an Asgard set. And so you can find these on Amazon. I mean, I like them. And so I'm going to plan on taking some of these to the shop and one Saturday, just kind of busting them out, put them on the table and just kind of play all day. See who has any of those. Station Road Collecting, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. So we're here for some unboxings. This is everything I have. Whoa, I got all this stuff. This mystery mail call is actually from last month. It's not even this month's mystery mail call. That's how long I've been sitting on some of these things. So let's bust open some stuff. We'll see what's going on, and I'll tell you the reasons why I got it. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys are reading as well on the side, what you've been enjoying lately. I'll try not to be too loud on the mic. But yeah, let me know. On the side, I've been reading the original Secret Wars, because I don't really know too much about it. And, you know, everyone's talking about we're heading into Secret Wars territory with the MCU. So I thought I'd start with the original and go from there. The Jim Shooter stuff. All right. The first one we have is the trade for Miss Marvel. Because we're watching the show And so I went ahead and wanted to pick this one up. This should be number 1. That classic cover. I wish I had this floppy and this cover because I like this cover a lot. So I went ahead and got that just to kind of get a little bit of an idea of what the first volume reads like, and how the look and the feel and the family dynamics and the character and the voice and everything. We do a weekly show on Robbie's channel, Pop Culture Philosophers, where we talk about Miss Marvel. And so we do that with the Bad Batch, the other members of the Bad Batch. And so we do spoiler talks every Wednesday night. So that was really fun. So then I went ahead and wanted to grab this just to kind of get caught up and see, you know, what the flavor is, you know, of the actual book versus the show. I gotta say right off the bat, the art's incredible in this thing. So that's really cool. I do like that. So if you've been watching the show, here's like our classic scenes where we're meeting with, we're meeting with the family, sitting down, eating. So you can tell that a lot of this stuff was ripped right from the book, which is really fun and cool. So I'm glad that they stayed that close to the source material, at least visually speaking. We'll see how the voice is and everything. Actrack, what's going on, dude? Station, thanks for coming in, man. Good morning indeed. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, man. It's been a while since I talked to you. Hope everything's cool. Playing catch up on reading right now, so I haven't picked up anything new. Yeah, I understand that. I read, well, somewhere between 10 and 16 books a week every new comic book day, every new comic book week. And so I usually read other things. I'm usually pretty burned out by the time I do that, and I do my Nick at Night on Fridays. And then on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, sometimes I'll sit down, especially on like a Saturday, and I'll get some coffee in the morning, and my wife goes to work, and then it's just me and my daughter all day, and she's kind of hanging out doing some stuff, and I'll pick up a trade or something like that. I have a whole stack of trades over there that I got on eBay, like this Miss Marvel one that I need to catch up on. So yeah, I dip into that kind of stuff. I read like Adventure Man. I got that big hardcover volume 1. I loved Adventure Man. I think I don't have volume 2, although it did come out, the hardcover, and I should have waited and got that because I think it's out now. But I think I have all the trades now for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, or not the trades, the singles for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, if I'm not mistaken. So I got to catch up on that. But other than that, I am reading Secret Wars. So, yep, saying hi to Drac. Okay, let's see. We got another like single trade in here, and I don't know what's in here. No idea. I'm good. A new shop opened up yesterday. I'm going to check it out. Oh, that's really cool. I always like when new shops open up because like the possibilities, you know. Now, remind me, do you have a shop that you regularly go to now? Are you a Wednesday warrior at another shop, or do you get books online and they ship them to you? I can't remember. And if you have a new shop, are you super loyal to the current shop? So if you walk into this one and you're like, man, the vibe is cool. They got a lot of good inventory. It's organized. The prices are right. And you don't have to answer that question if you think you're going to get in trouble with your current shop. All right, so this is, okay. So I got this one. I don't exactly remember the origin for it, but this is I Hate Fairyland, Scotty Young. So this should be number 1, right? Yeah, this is volume 1, Madly Ever After. So I got this one because I remember us talking about Scotty Young with Twig, and I was just kind of interested in what else he's been doing. And so I know this is a pretty old run, if I'm not mistaken, but it was recommended as a pretty fun, weird, just a fun run to read, and it was drawn really well. So I went ahead and picked it up. And the good thing about eBay, man, I have a whole video for this, but you can go on eBay and find books like this for like $4.30 free shipping for a whole volume 1. And so if you're looking to just kind of take a chance on something new, you can go on there and type in I Hate Fairyland, Scotty Young, and then sort by lowest to lowest price to highest price. And then the top one's inevitably like a Goodwill auction or something like that with a buy it now for like $4.50 free shipping. And I mean, $4 is basically shipping costs. So you essentially get the book for free in a way if you think about it like that. But that's a really good way to stack these up pretty quickly and to be completely overwhelmed with trade paperbacks. So I'm looking forward to that one. Sal, what's going on? Fairyland is crazy. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard for sure. Just want to go to every Wednesday and several other shops that I visit regularly. That's kind of like my situation. I have a main go-to shop. How many shops do you guys have around you? Do you only have one? Do you not have any? Do you have 2 or 3 or 4? How many shops do you guys have? I'm always interested to see how saturated certain cities are with shops. Yeah, I heard it was good too. That's why I got it. Yeah, yeah. And the art looks great, man. Let me see if I can. I don't know what's going on in this book, but let me find like a little page here. This looks like a crazy little page to share off. So if you're interested in that art style, it looks nutty, man. Looks real nutty. So that should be pretty fun. It was an online shop I buy from that's open up in a physical space. Oh, cool. So they moved to a brick and mortar. That's pretty fun. I bet they might still have that shop open online too, as like a supplement thing. You just got that trade as well. Were you on like another video that either I was on or we were watching at the same time? We both had that idea at the same time to do that. I bet. Maybe. You grabbed that off the stands in 2015. That's so cool. This is probably a blame Steph moment right here. I don't know. I can't remember the exact origin for the conversation, but we were obviously talking about Scotty Young at some capacity, right? Yeah, congrats to them. It's always nice when a shop expands from their online presence into a brick and mortar. It's a big step and it costs a lot of money to do. So that's one thing, man. It takes a lot of money to run and operate a physical location. It takes a lot of time to run an online store. That's what I've learned working with shops over the past couple of years. Man, the amount of energy and money and time and resources it takes to actually maintain a shop like that. Sometimes it's it kind of justifies some of the prices you see from time to time. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Flash is back in the house. What's going on, dude? Thanks for coming in. I have a shop very close to me. Go put that in your pull box, Taqi. 2 shops near me, but I only use 1. I have, how many do I have? I have Cadets, which is the main shop I go to. I had Outer Limits Franklin, which was a shop I used to go to for my polls every week. But that was like 25 minutes away, and it became hard to go there on my breaks and things from work. And then there's another Outer Limits shop about 40 minutes away. Then there's there's another shop about 30 minutes away. So I think I have 3 within 35 minutes of the house. 4 within 35 minutes. And then if I go towards Nashville more, there's probably 3 or 4 shops out there as well. So I probably have 7 to 9 shops within 45 minutes of my house, which is great, but it's also not great at the same time. JT, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing all right. All right, let me scan the chat real quick and see. Yeah, man, he's a horrible dude. Shops don't like Taqi at all. No. When he got some iffy practices and you get called out on those iffy practices, whatever. You bought some exclusive from Outer Limits. One of these boxes is going to be some exclusive stuff from Outer Limits. I'll show you that, and I'll show you where you can grab those things. So that's cool. I hope you did. Which ones did you get? If you did that. All right. So far we have Miss Marvel Volume 1 because again I want to compare it to the show, see what's going on, and I hate fairy tales because of whatever reason. We were talking about Scotty, probably with Twig, so I went ahead and did that. So what's this one? This one is a Tiny Onion exclusive. This is James Tynion's Substack, and he periodically sends out just like random things. I don't think you can see anything that I have from him. Oh, there it is. This gold Something's Killing the Children right there. That's one of his. I got a gold Sandman universe, and we got a gold, oh crap, what was the other one? It might be in here. We got a House of Slaughter. We got a Department, Nice House in the Lake signed, I think, as well. So so the Substack thing, I canceled a couple of mine already because it was kind of pointless. The content you got was rather pointless, I thought. The Tynan one, totally worth it. Absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Even the Founders tier, because he's sending so many things every other month. And if you're a person that gets it and flips it immediately, you can make your money back within like 1 or 2 of these boxes. And he's already sent 3 or 4 of these boxes. So I'm keeping all mine right now, unless I get like an insane trade or something like that. So it's double bagged and boarded, so I don't know what this is. There's some like advertisements back here. What is this? It's a thing for Third Eye. Thanks for ordering from Third Eye. I didn't. You sent it to me. But yeah, apparently he ships out of Third Eye Comics, which is pretty understandable because he's there all the time, from what I understand. So that's cool. Brian, what's going on, dude? Station, thanks for coming in. We're doing some backlog unboxings. I got a big backlog of boxes here that I'm going through right now. Rage Engaging, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in. So I'm opening this Substack one from James Tynan, and let me focus a little bit and not like slice open something over here. So the other ones I subbed to was the what was it? The Donny Cates one. I actually unsubscribed from that one because I thought that the things that he created within Substack were going to be released to the Substack people first, like digitally and then physically. Then I heard the announcement that he's going to put Vanish, which is the new run he's putting together, out through Image Comics to the shops, and it was going to happen pretty soon. So I'm like, I haven't even seen it yet. So what's the point in being like part of this thing? Now you would get like all these blogs and all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't really care about that. That thing wore off pretty quickly. All the blog posts and all that stuff. It's like, I don't want to see how you're making the sausage necessarily. I thought it would be cool, but I didn't. Comic Book Therapy, thanks for coming in. So I wasn't too into that. So I canceled that one. I'm still part of the James Tynan one, obviously. So what do we got here? I'm going to fold this way. It's another gold cover. But, oh, no, that's pretty hot. What is this one? So we have a Department of Truth. I don't know what issue it is, but it's Our Lady in Red with the X's. I don't think I've seen this one either before. Have you guys seen this cover yet? In this format? I'm not sure. Let me check the Sandman one that I think it was Sandman that I got, or maybe it was the Something's Killing the Children. This foil one was like all banged up. It had like this big crease down the side. It had a corner smashed in. It sucked. And the packaging was perfect. It wasn't like it was a packaging issue. It just was banged up somewhere in the process. This one looks really cool. This one looks really good. Condition wise, let's see what book it is. Yep. Sweet cover. It is issue 18 of Department of Truth. So yeah, I'm trying to get the glare in there so you can see like a condition. Looks pretty good, right? That's actually a really cool cover. I like that one. That's pretty sweet. That'll add to my variant collection of Department of Truth. I actually stopped reading Department of Truth because, man, it just got too much. It became a chore to read that book. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in it, but it was like, oh my god, I don't know how. I didn't know how to. How did I word it one time? I thought it was pretty poetic. It was I didn't know how to compile all the different things that we learned from issue to issue to make it like one cohesive, understandable story. It just drove me nuts. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one. I don't think I saw this one before. I'll have to hit up some guys I know. I think Verno is part of this tier as well. I got to see if Verno got this one as well. I think I sent him a message that something was on the way because I get notifications through like shopsomething.com whenever something's sent my way. Overly verbose. Yeah. No, I leave all the wordplay to the professionals. I leave that for the professionals. The Mannies out there, the Robbies out there. They're the best with the sweet cover. Yep, indeed. All right. So that was that so far. So this one is a package I got from Midtown Comics. I think this one came in like a week ago or so. I have an idea of what's in here. Well, let's bust into it. For those who are just joining, nobody said T.D. Howard. Nobody said that. If you just joined, let me know in the comments what you guys are reading outside of your weekly books, because I'm always interested in knowing what you guys are kind of either catching up on or revisiting. Maybe it's a run you read a long time ago. Maybe it's something that you heard was good based on a recommendation. So if you're reading something outside of your weekly books, let us know. I talked about I was trying to catch up on Adventure Man and Secret Wars, the Jim Shooter stuff. And so I'm always interested to know what you guys are reading on the side besides your weekly stuff, because I know you guys are. Gotta be. So Midtown always wraps them in a bag and then, or puts them in a box and puts them in like these brown paper bags. Let's get in there. Try not to be too loud. All right, they're upside down. So let's see. All right, first one I got was an advertisement. What is this? That was anticlimactic. Oh, okay, it was just backwards. So I got that Elvira Horrorland. I think this is cover A, right? Yeah, it's cover A. I heard it was great. Robbie really loved it, and I wanted to get it, and my shop wasn't able to get one in, so I went ahead and picked up number 1 to check it out. I think she's visiting like all the different haunted places or different horror movies, and so this is number 1 of that. So it should be pretty cool. So I can't wait to read this one and see what's going on here. I think I had to get number 2 online as well. Sometimes these obscure books are a little bit harder to order for some reason. So I'm not sure why exactly. Reading through Walking Dead for the first time with my weekly polls. Ooh, how far are you in that one, man? Mason, what's up, dude? How far are you? So Walking Dead, interestingly enough, was one of the reasons why I got into comic books. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see it. So down here, down there, that black row right there are all the hardcovers, minus number 16 for Walking Dead. That's when I first started reading comics. So I was reading those because I was watching the show and loving the show, and I like to compare and contrast them. So yeah. You liked Elvira? Yeah, a lot of people did. And it's gonna be fun to see her kind of playing with the classic horror films a little bit. Yeah, dude. Glad you can catch the live. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the love and the comments and things. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Here we are. Gabson of the Run. Yeah. 30 issues so far. Okay, cool. So you're getting into the good stuff. Yeah, so you're still like in the Governor era, right? Or the early Governor era, probably, right? I'm trying to remember. When did Michonne come in? Was she 26 or 19 or something like that? So you're still in that area right there. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I love that phase. I remember when those covers were coming out, it was like a character spotlight covers with Sienkiewicz on it. I really like those a lot. And I'm glad. I think I have them all. I think they started with Rick and it ended with whoever it ended with. I'm glad. I'm pretty sure I got them all because I looked at the variant covers for the issue before and the issue after, and I don't see those covers anymore. So hopefully I got all of those. Yeah, a few issues. Yep. That's a cool arc. That's a cool arc. I think it's done way better. Oh, okay. So we have Red Room, Antisocial Network, Ed Piscor. This is issue number 3, volume 1, cover A. So I went ahead and got that because I think I have a second print number 1 and I have a first print number 2. And then I don't have any, I don't have 3 or 4 if there's even a 5. I can't remember. So I went ahead and picked this up just as a gap filler. I'm loving the trigger warnings run that's coming out, and there'll be another run as well that Ed talks about in the end of that one. So if you're into Red Room, you can pick up all these ones practically cover price online still, and they're always really, really fun. So yep, Monstrous and thinking about going to Deadly Class soon. Reread the Ultimates. Man, I haven't read any of those. I hear the Ultimates is great. Deadly Class I know is around. Yeah, and Monstrous, yeah. I've heard of those too. Haven't read any of them though. The Ultimates though I heard it should be on my to read soon list. Just to kind of, get up to date on all the different Marvel characters. Cool. She came out in issue 19. Yeah, that's right. When I said 26, I'm like, no, it was earlier than that. I think it's 19. Yeah, Lynk loves some Rick Remender. Yep, for sure. All right, so what's the next book we got? Ooh, looks like another Red Room book. Let's see which one this is. Oh, this is number 4, cover B. So we have number 4, cover B, banned in 17 countries. I have no doubt. The content in these are pretty interesting. Is anyone reading Red Room in the chat? right now from Ed Piscor. It's a pretty gnarly book. If you're into like the horror films and things like that, you can jump into that book and you'll be fine. But if you're not into that blood, guts, and gore, I'm not talking like Something's Killing the Children, gut, bloods, and gore. I'm talking like the other extreme, the other extreme of that stuff. If you're into that, if they're not banned at your LCS, yeah, no kidding. I think it's funny if you watch Cartoonist Kayfabe, their YouTube channel, which I highly recommend. That YouTube channel is insane. If you watch that, I think the number of shops that it's banned in increases almost every video. It was 10, and then it was like 13, and it was 15. So he's doing his best to make that number go up, as well as their sub count. But it's great content, though. I would highly recommend checking that one out. All right, and then the last book from them is The Closet. Yeah, so this is a Blame Phable moment. He told me that The Closet had autographed copies from James Tynion for cover price. So I went ahead and grabbed one. I tried to get a whole bunch of these, but it was one per order. And so I think I had like 6 or 7 or 8 of these things, and because I was just going to give them away. But they only had one per order. And their site really sucks, I think, from a purchasing perspective, because you can add stuff to the cart, and when you go to check out, the inventory list changes a lot. Sometimes you even get like an error. It's like, I'm sorry, this order cannot be processed. And you're like, damn it. So then you go back and you try and do it again, and you get the same error again. And you're like, forget it. I'm not going to get them. I'm going to go somewhere else. Then later in the day, you'll get an email that you have 2 orders pending and you paid for both orders. And I'm like, what? That happens all the time. And it's really, really a bummer. I've been collecting Red Room, but only read the first issue so far. Was it a density issue? Was it a content issue? Or was it like a lack of interest issue, which is why you didn't go forward? Because it does take a little while to read, because there's a lot of things going on in those books. And there's a lot, I mean, it's not like a high concept, but there's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of things to read through. There's like comments that are on the panel, so you got to read through the comments, and they're pretty funny. Punisher and Punisher War Journal #1. Nice. The current Punisher run, or are you talking about like a previous volume? In War Journal Volume 1, you're probably reading some older Punisher stuff then, as well as War Journal. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you're reading Red Room. How you liking it, man? Chamorro Station Brood. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Oh, isn't that sweet? No, just behind reading on everything. Hey, join the club, man. Respect Red Room, but it's too gnarly for me. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's funny. Okay, so let's get into it. So I got those. What did I get? Just a recap from Midtown. I got Elvira in Horrorland #1. This is cover A, if I'm not mistaken, because I heard some really good things about that. Then we got a couple different Red Room books just to fill the gaps. We have #3. What's this? Yeah, #3, cover A, because I didn't have that one. And we have a #4, cover B, because I like that cover more. And I think this is an incentive, right? This is the Kayfabe variant cover. So Kayfabe variant cover, I think it was around cover price. So I went ahead and just picked that one up. And then again, Blame Phable, we have Closet #1, cover A, first print, signed by James Tynion, with the Midtown certificate of authenticity there. So I got those for cover price. So I thought those were going to be a good steal. So went ahead and picked that one up. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Matt Fraction and Rick Remender had some great Punisher runs. Yep, man. I'm trying to think, like, if I didn't do weekly comic book content, as far as what I read and what I thought about it, kind of stuff, what kind of response would I get if I pulled out like some old stuff and just kind of read through that and then talked about that? Like, that content's been covered, But for me personally, it's sometimes you just want to drop some of the new stuff and read some of the old stuff just to kind of get a understanding of where things came from. And that's why I kind of pepper it in on the weekends whenever I can. It just takes forever. I think I've been reading Secret Wars from Jim Shooter for about 3 weeks now, because I read one issue maybe a week. It's taken forever. I think I'm on issue 10. Something like that. I might do two in a week. All right, let's get into the next one. We have 3 more things. Let's open up this big guy right here. I don't remember what this is. It's a box that says Fragile all over it. It's from presumably like a comic book store, so it might be an eBay thing. I don't know. We'll see. Mason loves Secret Wars Volume 1. I think that's the era that I can start reading comics and enjoy them. I think anything below then, or before then rather, is the dialogue is just too far removed from current dialogue that it just feels really dated. And the art's really nice still. And the characters are somewhat developed and they know each other, and you know what I mean? They feel like they're real. Okay, so this is a bubble wrap. These are some slabs. Okay. I don't remember what these are. Eric, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, dude. Definitely been reading older stuff. Yeah, I know. You've been posting pictures in the back chat of all this old stuff, and I don't know any of it. I don't know a lot of it, and so I'm super jealous. You have a great, like, experience in history with comics, and so that I'm really envious of that. You're doing really good. You're doing so good with that. It's great, man. I know you're not the first person that said that. You're like, why are you wasting time with Jim Shooter's stuff? Why don't you just jump into Hickman's? What are you doing? I wanted to read that because I just wanted to know what happened in the first volume. You know, I just wanted to know. But you and I have talked about this in the back chat though a lot. So I know. Currently reading Ellen Moore's Swamp Thing run. Finally getting around to Saga. Which, yeah, no kidding. Saga was, oh my God. So Saga, along with Walking Dead and The Watchmen, Saga was the other run that I picked up in trades and I started blasting through when I first started reading comics. And so when you're reading Walking Dead and Saga and Watchmen, and that's your first experience with comic books, the bar is pretty damn high, I think. And then I started dipping into the superhero stuff when Rebirth came around, with DC especially. And then in Marvel, I don't even remember where I started with X-Force Volume 1 with Marvel. And I was just like, oh, this is so cumbersome, but it's fun at the same time. And but yeah. I have the Volume 1 of Ellen Moore's Swamp Thing right there. I just haven't busted into it yet. Yeah, the first 2 hardcovers, the Deadly Class, received from a friend, a pretty good start. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. All right. So I have a couple of slabs here. So I decided a little while ago that it might be fun to collect number ones, 9.8s of number ones that I really, really enjoyed reading. And so, like, for instance, I have, I'm trying to find Manny Desolela Star cover A first print, 9.8, but they're still pretty expensive. They're like 75, 100. They're like more in the $100 range. And I'm like, man, I don't really want to do that. But I went ahead and I get the ones that are like, 50 or under. And I did that for the few things. I have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and then I have some other ones. And apparently I got 2 more right here. So we're going to see what I got. Oh yeah. Okay. I remember these. This is going to be fun. Okay. So I got 2. What is this? That's crazy that you have like every issue of X-Force. Pretty much. Yeah, no kidding. I did. So the X-Force, great. So it was 2015, 2016, I started getting into comics, and I can go to pretty much any comic book shop and I can go into the dollar bins and you can find a run that long of X-Force in every comic shop. And so I just went ahead and I would do that. I would go to comic shops. I kept a spreadsheet on like Google Sheets on my phone, and I would flip through and I would try to find everything. And so that's what I've been doing. So, and I have a pretty good run. I think I have 91 X-Force books right now. So it's not the complete run, but I have a lot of the old stuff, more of the newer stuff into the 100s and things like that. And so, yeah. All right. So what are the slabs I got? I got Radio Apocalypse number 1, 9/8, because I love the start of this book. And I think when I got this was over a month ago, I was like, man, I really hope that they get number 3 out pretty soon, because I'm going to feel like a real jerk if I start reading it. I'm like, you know what? This run really sucked. But I loved this issue so much. It was my pick of the month, I think it was. Issue number 2 was a brilliant book as well. Issue number 3 has been delayed months and months and months now. And so it's really bumming me out. But I like the aesthetic of this as well. And it was really cheap too. I mean, it's like practically the price of getting a slab with shipping and everything, and cover price on the book. So when you can get like a 9.8 of a modern book that you really, really enjoy for practically the cover price plus shipping and getting the slab or getting the grade, I'm all about that. And so I'd rather get it now than a couple years from now when it's like $100 perhaps, you know? So Radio Apocalypse #1, Rom V, white pages, 9.8, of course. Pretty cool book. So we got that one. Yeah, this is Vault. But yeah, Scout Books being delayed, unheard. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Okay, then the next book, this is a blame several people in the Bad Batch, for sure. And I think, I hope you guys will be proud of me for this one, but went ahead and got Crimson Cage 9.8 as well. Crimson Cage was a book that I slept on for a long time. I heard the first issue was amazing. I actually picked it up, and I think I picked up #2, and then I stopped getting them after that because I'm like, it's gonna hit the backlog. I'm never gonna get around to it. But when I eventually went back on Free Comic Book Day and I found what was it, like 3, 4, and 5 on sale for like $2 a piece, I went ahead and picked the whole run up and read them, and it blew me away. I absolutely loved it. And then I know who was it? It was JT and Herm and Brother Joe, and I don't want to miss anybody. I'm sorry if I did. And they did a whole recap of that whole run, and they absolutely loved it. I loved that book so much, so I went ahead and got the 9.8. Again, it was cover price plus the cost of getting a book graded and shipped, so it wasn't very expensive at all. And so that is cool. And I didn't check the casing or anything like that on any of these, but they don't seem like there's any issues. So I went ahead and got that. So you're still waiting on your picture of everything else. No kidding. And Giga, right? Giga's taken forever as well. I wish we knew what was going on there. And Last Ronin, I can't believe that actually finished. Holy cow. I know, me too. I got those, I put it on my Instagram before. I got those Penguin House Marvel Classics, whatever, for the Captain Marvel or Captain America, Spider-Man, and Black Panther. I got those hardcovers online. And yeah, I'm a sucker for nice hardcovers as well. Yep. Too many books, he can't keep up. No kidding. And now he's going to be picking up Detective, right? So that'll be funny to see if he can keep it up. And he's got Aquaman. What has he fallen off of anything lately? And he's got Venom. And he's got Radio Apocalypse. He dropped off Catwoman. What else has he got going on? He needs to drop Venom. let Al take over from there. That book sucks. Yep. Yeah. Hi-yo. New World, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I'll do a recap at the end for you guys that have just joined a little bit ago of all the stuff I picked up. I got 2 more boxes unboxed, so don't worry about that. Oh God, Swamp Thing, right? But that's got what, issue 15 and 16 to go? Excuse me. Yeah. So he's got a lot of books coming out. So he's got 2 more issues of that. Presumably that's already done and in the can, so he's not working on that stuff still. But then he picked up Aquaman. He's picking up Detective. All right, let's get into it. I'm probably gonna save the mystery mail call for last. This is last month's mystery mail call because that's just like a fun thing. So this one is from Outer Limits, Burrow, a shop near me that does a lot of exclusives and things like that. And he gives me some extra stuff sometimes. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with all this extra stuff and some other stuff I'm going to add to it as well. So we'll get to that in a minute. I think this box is like glued shut. So let me see if I can get in here somewhat gracefully and without blowing up the ears here. They always pack it really well. See, like it's in this big box, and then there's this too, and there's packing inside of there to make sure it doesn't get bounced around. So props to them for actually respecting their goods when they ship them out. So I did order some stuff, and then I think he threw in some stuff too, and I'll tell you, like I said, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with that stuff here in a minute. All right, so we got And then again, inside of that, there's thick cardboard on both sides protecting the books in the middle. So there's no complaints on the shipping or cost of shipping for that. See, I thought so too. I didn't read Catwoman leading up into it. And then so it was like Ron V's writing it and we had Frizen covers. So it was like check, right? And so I read that and I liked him. I liked him a lot. It had his voice. It was fun. The art was really good. I can't remember who drew the book. Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about that. If you know, let me know. Black Label book, yeah. Yeah, but you're right. It shouldn't get in the other way in the other books. I'm just wondering if he's writing. First off, I don't know how long that run's going to go. It probably won't go that long, right? Maybe like three issues or something like that. 3 to 5 issues. But I don't know if he's completed that run yet, writing-wise. But you're right. Yeah. He's probably completed that whole run already. At least the outlines and the drafts and things like that. It might be through editorial. Yep. Okay. So what I get, so Outer Limits Burrow, who I'll show you guys here in a minute in case you're interested, had a book they threw up on their Instagram page. And I went ahead and put it, oh, thank you for that. Who drew Catwoman? Thank you. And I went ahead and got it because I didn't have this book. It's a book that we all know, but I didn't have it in my X-Men run. So I went ahead and got it. So we have X-Men number 4 with the newsstand. So I went ahead and got that one. Price was really, really good. And looks like he threw some stuff in as well. I appreciate that. Condition is pretty good as well. I wasn't too concerned with the condition because the price was so good on it that, you know, it's not going to be a 9.8. This is probably somewhere in the, you know, 8s, something like that, 7.5 to 8.5, something like that, if I would imagine, with a press and a clean. Who knows? Who knows what it would be? But I went ahead and got it because I think I have a lot of those early X-Men runs. I have several of the number 1s, and then you know, leading into, you know, 2 and 3 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, things like that. So I was missing the keys in there. So I went ahead and got that one at a really good price. So I'm super excited for that. Gotta love some Omega Red. If you're really into Omega Red, read X Lives or X Deaths. I can't remember which one it is now. I want to say it's X Lives of Wolverine that just came out last year, or the end of somewhere in this past year, because you get a lot of Omega Red in there. So that's what I got. And then let's see what else is in this little package here from them. Lynk, you don't even have that one. Holy cow. I thought you would have got that one off the newsstand. I know, I love the Newsies for sure. All right, are these all the same? Because if they are, I can just show you guys. Yeah, they're all the same. So they typically send me a bunch of their exclusive comics too. And this month's is their variant for the closet. And it's a Virgin variant, and I love that variant. So they gave me several copies of these. So I have some friends locally, and I share some around. Well, they've been sending me pretty much every one of their exclusives for a little bit now. And what I've been doing is I've been compiling them into some giveaways. So I'm going to be doing some of that. I'll probably do like 1,000 sub giveaway or something like that, because I'll be there hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll see. But I have a whole stack of their exclusives I'll be giving away as well. So I'll be putting that together. As I get closer, we'll go over the details and how you get into there. I need to look up and see how that's even possible. But yeah, pretty cool book and really awesome cover. And then I just wanted to show you just to help plug them a little bit. I'll even put their link down below here. So if you're interested in any kind of their exclusives, I'll put it's down below in the comments. And then you can see they have different stuff, Department of Truth, Stray Dogs, and things like that. They have a lot of Twig with sketches and things like that, and their prices are on here. And there's several pages, so there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can check out. And then here's that exclusive right here, in case you're interested in that. So that is that. We're going to remove this. We're going to come back over here. Looks like my daughter was going to come over and say hi there for a second. All right. So what else we got? I'm waiting for that chat not to go crazy on me. All right. We got one more box. But, you know, again, thanks so much, Outer Limits, for doing that. And I'll be putting together some boxes to give away. So that's that. So we have the mystery mail call. That's the last thing we're going to be doing today. And then I'll do a quick recap when I'm done, just to show you guys everything that I got. Again, this is for last month. Not this month. I think there was a delay on this month's, actually, if I remember the post. So let's see what I got. I'm going to try to do it in a way that I can't see anything. All right. That's good. Black box. There's some comics that are facing the other way, so I'm not going to look. There's some prints. I'm going to use my camera here and help. Okay. All right. We'll see what I got here. So the first thing is Misfit Clubhouse from Matt Knowles and Steph Cannon. I don't know what this one is. This is their Scoot comic. This is their kid-friendly one because I think if they have like a little bit of a more mature title, that they add this one as well as like a kid's option. And so I think that's pretty cool if they add that little variety in there. So I don't know anything about this one. Misfits Clubhouse. I'm not too sure what this is, but we will check it out. Looks pretty cool. It has like a Charlie Brown type feel to it, which I think is pretty cool. But we'll see what that one's all about. Then the next one we have is, keep hitting this thing over here. We have Dark Blood issue number 5 of 6. It says Mill Geek Comics Geeks responsibly right here. I'm not too sure if this is like a store exclusive. Let me break this open real quick and see what the barcode says. Let's see here. Let me bust it open. This is a cover A. This is a cover A. It actually says number 5A first print right there in the bottom. That 511. And if you want to know more about those barcodes, I have a video for that too. I try to pepper in some like informative content on top of like hauls and pulls and reviews and things like that, so you can check out a playlist for that. But Dark Blood, yeah, pretty cool. I think I read the first issue and it just, I don't know, I just didn't like what I was seeing so far, so I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll drop it. And I think Flash, if you're still here, didn't you finish this run? Didn't you finish this run? Let me know what you thought about it. I think you read it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Maya wants in. Sorry for the background noise. I think my daughter busted in. She was trying to clean some stuff, and so looks like she's got whatever she wanted to get, and she jumped out. She tried to stay out of camera as much as possible. All right, this is a print. We'll see what we got here. Oh, is this a Homelander print? It looks. I'm going to guess it is for sure from the boys. This is number 253 of 2100. So pretty cool one. I liked the boys a lot. I watched season 1. I think I got like 2 episodes into season 2, and then I need to catch up because I know the new season just came out, and I'm super excited about that one. Seeing those covers makes me want to add that in my bucket list. Doing a cover for comics. Yeah, let's do it. If you I need to see what kind of art you got rocking there, man. What you working with over there? Didn't finish Dark Blood. Should I have? I don't know. I didn't. I think a lot of people picked up the first issue, and a lot of us had a very similar opinion of it. And then I think a few people continued it, and I didn't see too many reviews that were like, man, this is an amazing book. It makes me feel great when I read it. It handled some pretty interesting topics, and I don't know how it closed out. But let me know. Taqi's been around. He's been in and out. He's hanging out. Fable's here though. Thanks for coming in, man. We're going through the mystery mail call. This one says mature on the back, so I'm gonna peek at it first before I show it off. This isn't mature. Okay, good lord. All right, so we have the Virgin variant for the boys. This says mature. What's mature on this one? The content might be mature, but the cover's not, right? So that's pretty cool. I need to find the info card. I just saw the next book. Dang it. I need to find the info card real quick. Let me get this going here, because it tells you a little bit more about what's going on. All right, the info card here. So we have the family-friendly Misfit Clubhouse. We already saw that one. I got the regular dress for that. They had a black and white virgin variant as well. Then they had two other ones. They had a, of course, I don't have my light on now, so I can't really see it. The Boys number 7 reprint Stormfront by Templesmith, 3 covers. Then they had a Soldier Boy Herogasm number 1 reprint, first Soldier Boy. And so I think that was what this one was. It looks like there was 3 different covers. There's a colored one, there's a black and white one, and there's a version of this one with his eyes that are like red, like he's about to shoot his beams out. So it looks like I got like the in-between one. Yep. I know, and the trades are the same way. Trades are the same way. All right, so the book I did see was another one of the exclusives, and I'm thinking this is a basic one. It's not the foil one. So it's this one right here. What was her name? Stargirl, something like that. Let me get the comment down real quick as well. So I got that one. It's not the foil, but I'm trying to see if there's any like distinguishing thing on this, because so here's the card I'm looking at. So if you look at the top, I can't really tell if I have this one or the one in the middle. That one's a foil, you know. So I don't really know which one I have. But here's this one. So I need to figure it out. Yeah, the interior is definitely mature. Yeah, I totally get that. Yep. Yeah, where was your IG? I think you posted it up here somewhere. Cool. We'll have to check it out. Appreciate it. So yeah, 2 boys covers so far. The boys covered. And the last book we got is Avengers versus X-Men. I think this is a Yost. It looks like, is that Dodson? Terry Dodson. Yep. On here, oh, a couple different stories going on here. All right, I need my X-Men fans. I need my Avengers folks. Lynk. What are we looking at? This is number 3 of 6. Avengers versus X-Men. I think this was around the era where I was reading books. Starlight, thank you, was her name. Thank you. It's been a while since I watched the show. What am I looking at here, and is it anything special? You guys let me know. But this was the non-exclusive other book that was thrown in with this mystery mail call. It was too big of a series to handle in one book. Yeah, I would imagine. And we're about to do the same thing all over again, right? But we're going to throw Eternals on top of it. So I'm just going to open this up real quick and take a peek and see what we're talking about. Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness, Dexter Vines. Oh, wow, we have a couple different things. We have Thing versus Colossus. We have Black Widow versus Magic with Christopher Yost, Terry Dodson, Rachel Dodson, Guru EFX. And so, yeah, look at this interior. A lot of crazy stuff happening in here. I don't know. Is this a key or anything? I don't know. Or is this just like a random back issue? If it's just a random back issue, that's fine. We got some pretty cool exclusives. And they're both... I guess there was no trade dress of these 2 exclusives that they had added in here, so it's not like I got anything special there. Although I got the mid-range Homelander one, so that's pretty cool. I'm trying to find another picture here so I can show you guys some. So there's our Magic and Black Widow fighting, presumably on something that looks like the moon. Probably not, though. Interesting. Anthology style. Yeah, that's what I gathered just by looking at the creative team. It looks like there's a couple different stories at least in here. So that's pretty cool. So let's do a little recap of what we got in kind of reverse order. Everything here, and then I'll let you guys go. We're about to hit the hour mark. But we got that Avengers versus X-Men number 3. In the mystery mail call, we have that Starlight Virgin variant, although there wasn't a trade dress. I think this might be just the basic cover. Pretty cool issue. Got the Homelander. This is that Herogasm number 1 variant. No red eyes. So we got like the mid-grade one. There's our red eyes. And the little graphic there. Then we had Dark Blood number 5 of 6. just a cover A, whatever it was. I didn't finish that one. And then the kids book that we got from Scoot is Misfits Clubhouse, kind of that Calvin and Hobbes stylish kind of a thing. So that's pretty cool. So that was the mystery mail call. And then we also got from Outer Limits Burrow, got a couple different things. I bought this X-Men #4 newsie because I didn't have this one in the collection. It's in pretty good shape. I'll have to take it out of the bag and really inspect it to see exactly what it might look like. And then they threw in a couple of their exclusives. They got this Closet #1 from James Tynion, which I really like these. And I'll be stacking these and doing some kind of a giveaway, probably around 1,000 when I get to that point. So look forward to that. I'll release details on what that's going to look like here soon. I don't think that's what I meant at all. And then I've been collecting these really cheap runs of books that I really enjoy in 9/8. Again, these are like cover price plus the cost of grading them. So I got Crimson Cage #1 9/8, and then the other one that I picked up that I really enjoyed so far is Radio Apocalypse #1. So these are really fun. So I'm going to add this to my little stack of books that I really enjoy. I'm on the lookout for a Many Deaths of Layla Starr first print cover A #1 9/8 CGC. So if you know of one, if you have one, if it's at your shop or you see one online, make sure to hit me up because I'm really looking forward to getting one of those to kind of complete that as well. Blame Phable, we have a Closet #1 signed by James Tynion. This is the Midtown book. So that's what I got. From Midtown, I got a few other books that I'll show off right there coming up next as well. We have a couple of Red Rooms. We have Red Room #3, right? #3 cover A, first volume from Ed Piscor. Really fun read and trigger warnings is really good as well. And then we got a kayfabe variant for #4. I think this is cover B. I think this is an incentive variant if I'm not mistaken. So I went ahead and got that one too. I've been loving some Red Room. They are really fun. And then we have some Midtown stuff. We have Elvira Horrorland #1 cover A because I heard a lot of good things about this one. So we're going to check that out. I think I have #2 coming from somewhere. We have a Tiny Onion James Tynion Substack exclusive that he randomly sent out. I think this is #18 of Department of Truth, gold foil. So that's really nice. You can see that right there was actually something I won from Dank's channel, that 9/8 Department of Truth #1. So this is going to look really nice near that one if I can get that configuration set up or get this one graded. Hopefully it would come back at a good grade. I'd have to press and clean that one for sure, just to make sure that it came back at that 9/8. And then I got a couple trades. We have Miss Marvel #1 from Julia Wilson. So I went ahead and got that just to kind of compare and contrast this versus what the TV show has been showing us so far. The interior art looks killer in this book. And just flipping through, you can already tell that some of these characters were really well casted because they look just like the characters in here, and the feel looks pretty amazing in here too. So I'm anxious to get in here just to get an idea of where we are with the comparison between those two stories. And then somehow I got the Scotty Young I Hate Fairyland Volume 1. Again, I got it really cheap on eBay, and it's something that I just wanted to kind of get into as far as what's an essential read for Scotty Young, and this book came up in conversation, so I went ahead and got that. Look at that craziness. So yeah, this is going to be a fun little read to get through, I think, and we'll see if there's any more volumes. I know there is, but we'll see if we can pick them up and check those out. So man, that's what I had to unbox. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, look it up if you haven't read that book. It's an amazing book. It's like a 5-issue run. It's insane. No, that's mine. Hey, just know that it's really cheap on eBay. So if you're interested in that book, you can find it on there. Pretty cheap, man. Pretty cheap. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah. Well, I'm enjoying the show, first off. And then I hear the book's great. So it's going to be fun to read. It's going to be like a Walking Dead experience. You can read the book, you can watch the show. They're going to be, the plot points are going to be, or the milestones are going to be the same, the same basic idea, but they're going to be a little bit different. And I think the difference is going to be a fun thing to analyze, so it's going to be fun. I am the captain now. Captain Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel. If I misspoke, apologize. Yep. So that's what I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It was great hanging out with you. I'm going to let you all go now. It's a little over an hour in, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We are going to tell you what's coming up and what has already happened. So I got a couple of plugs here. I'll show you real quick. Let me get the comment down. So we had Big Herm. We had just put out a mystery box, or a mystery box he got from Nick's Kicks in Comics. So never enough Nick's. Appreciate that. That was a fun video to see what he picked up. We talked about Miss Marvel. We had a recap show with the PC Army Bad Batch and Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers. We had that one just last Wednesday. We're going to be doing one again this coming Wednesday. So if you like the show, you want to hear our thoughts on it, you can hit us up there live Wednesday night on his channel on Pop Culture Philosophers. And of course, we had Big Herm and we had Fargate on the Amazing Collected Edition show. That was just the other day, so you can go ahead and catch up on that one. What's coming up, though? Tonight, the Blame Phable show with Big Herm and Missing Link. We have Steve hopping on as well, and they're going to be touching on the Animatrix. So that's going to be a really cool thing to touch on. It was something that I really enjoyed when it first came out, and so you get to see what their thoughts are, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of blaming going on there as well. So that's just some stuff that had come out recently. I know Taqi put out a video as well. You can go check out him. I don't have a thumbnail, Taqi, so I apologize for that. And yeah, so you can check out everything there. I like your dollar bin death by $100 concept. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. Thanks for coming in. You guys have a great rest of the day. I appreciate it. Station to everybody, and happy reading for everyone. Take care, guys. Later. Bye.